The initial concept for the Lorne sculpture exhibition came from a small band of arts enthusiasts from the Lorne region, and it's taken almost 2 full years of developing the exhibition to the point you see it now. I think this foreshore is probably one of the most unique on the west coast of Victoria. It's a $1 million site as far as I can see it. We look at every possible opportunity to place a sculpture from the pier to the surf club. Obviously we took the most dramatic and exciting spots to inspire the artist. The sculptors are all very excited about placing their work in the environment, and it's not necessarily they'll be in the same position in another event, because it's almost site-specific. I think it was a wonderful concept to take on David Long, who won the inaugural prize. There's very few people in the world that are using dry stone walling as an integral part of their composition. It's steep in meaning in reference to global warming and all the environmental issues. That's why there's a rather large circular rock that has a band of blue painted on it, which is representative of the Earth and tidal change. The Ship of Fools by Julie Collins and her husband Derek John was actually swept out to sea one morning, and it wasn't a big tide, just a nice rolling, perfect for surfing waves. So the Ship of Fools sets sail. Cameron Robbins' piece on the pier, Sea Shanties of the Subconscious, does function from the air pressure in a series of pipes that run underneath the pier into the water. That creates air movement, which creates a sound in organ pipes that came from the city of Melbourne organ. Collins' work is a series of fiberglass rods which are 4 metres high and decorated. Dramatic, kinetic. It just plays with the wind and movement of the rods. I think it's a very gracious piece, really. It's very sophisticated. Peter Blizzard was the contender for the final prize, which everyone agreed was equally a wonderful piece, and he created that work for this event. It's a large steel frame which frames the coastline from here to Aireys Inlet with beautiful curvaceous shavings of steel, I guess you'd call it, that are welded in that frame, so you've got the backdrop of the ocean, and the placement of that sculpture was exquisite. Deborah was not lucky enough to receive an award this year, but as most people know Deborah, she is one of Victoria's celebrated sculptresses. She mainly works with mosaic. She's a very exceptional colourist when it comes to mosaic work, and very, very quirky designs within those mosaics. Andrew's piece here is a rather major work in bronze. It has a definite monumentality about it. It's a bold, strong piece that has a great deal of presence. It's folded bronze, very difficult to construct and fabricate. Adrian, one of our senior sculptors of Victoria, his works are reminiscent of sort of fungi or mushroom type objects. That also won an award this year. I think it suits the environment where Ken has placed this piece, which is down on the southern side of the surf club, which is underneath the old Victory there, and everything's so green, and you've got this dramatic white, sharp-edged sculpture, which I think enhances the area immensely.